It's Perp back with another video, and just got done watching Spiderhead on Netflix. This is a brand new movie that just dropped on the platform. It's starring Miles Teller and Chris Hemsworth, and also Journey Smollett. Man, and this was also directed by the same guy that directed Top Gun Maverick, so that's kind of interesting. But also kind of leaves me scratching my head, like, should I go watch Top Gun Maverick? I'm still debating. Anyways, not here to talk about Tom Cruise. Here to talk about this movie. And my thing about Netflix movies, I never go to Netflix to check out for their brand new movies. I never been hyped. I don't think their movies or their original movies are on like the same level as stuff that gets released in theaters or even on other, on-demand services like that. But this is definitely a step in the right direction. I want to wait to see how The Gray Man is, because I think that's going to be Netflix's biggest movie, next to probably Bullet Train. So it's interesting that, Netflix is starting to kind of listen and take its time to actually make quality films. But I know I'm rambling. Let's get into this story, because this story, I would say, is pretty generic. You have Chris Hemsworth. He's this guy that is working on these experimental drugs on specific people that have something specific about them. I'm not going to reveal that, in just in case if people want to check this out for themselves. I think the twist is kind of interesting, like the people that he chooses. There's a reason why Miles Teller's character, Jeff, is the way he is, and he's put in the situation that he's in, and a lot of people are there for a specific reason. It's pretty generic, it's pretty bare bone, but I think what really makes this an entertaining movie is the psychological aspect, even though I think they could have gone a little bit more in depth with that aspect. Because you got Chris Hemsworth's character Steve. He's like working on this new drug, like I said, and it's interesting how this drug works, because he has all these different types of dials that you can just kind of mess with. He'll put two people in a room or one person in a room, and you can make somebody feel euphoric or just in love with one another, even to the point where people are making love to each other. And there's this other dangerous drug that's kind of iffy. I'm still kind of confused by that whole aspect of it, just the danger of it, and just, I guess you could say Chris Hemsworth's character, Steve, is just trying to, create a way to kind of reform certain people. And he's going about it the wrong way, and he's willing to kind of take shortcuts, or doesn't really care if people get hurt in the process. So that's interesting. I think another disappointment I have with this movie is the underutilization of Journey Smollett's character, because I think she's an incredible actress. She's pretty much just Jeff's love interest in this movie. Like I said, I think they could have just done a little bit more. I think the gore could have been a little bit more present, because there wasn't really that much. I'm not expecting like a bloodbath, but it really wasn't. The action scenes were kind of really forgettable. There's nothing really memorable about this whole entire movie. But I will say Miles Teller is such an underrated actor, bro. I just don't think he gets enough credit. I think he definitely carries this film. It's interesting to see Chris Hemsworth kind of play this villain, because he's normally usually playing a good guy, I should say. So it was cool. He was a little over the top towards the end of it. It made sense. And I think he's very talented as well. He's not a bad actor at all. I think he does what he can do, with what he's given. So it is what it is. I think this is an entertaining movie. I could see some people kind of not really rocking with the movie or just thinking it's boring at sometimes, or I'm really curious to see how people feel about this movie, because I think this is a pretty decent movie that Netflix has put out. I'm curious to see what they got coming down the line with their other movies that they got coming this year and in the near future. But like I said, let me know your thoughts. Till next time, I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.